Spend any amount of time reading the Unalaska Police Blotter and you'll notice something rather unusual. In between the standard traffic stops and ambulance requests are gems like this. Petite piles of poo promulgated by pets prompted a protest to police. After the laughter subsides, you might be left to wonder, who writes this stuff?
I enjoy words. I think the way the English language can be manipulated to so accurately describe a situation is really neat. It's just something I enjoy doing.
Meet Sergeant Jennifer Shockley, the 14-year veteran word wizard behind the slightly sardonic, world-famous, and always entertaining Unalaska Police Blotter. She is the wry wit and understated writer behind this classic posting. A herd of hostile horses harassed a cyclist as he was riding his bike near Morris Cove. The complainant positively identified the suspect equine. The responding officer informed the cyclist that the stallions might be gelded soon, with resultant decreased testosterone levels and concomitant displays of aggressive behavior.
You can't make up stuff like that.
Concomitant displays? And what about all that alliteration?
Because there are certainly days when I come in and I don't feel very creative. I'm busy. I just don't really want to put a lot of time into it, but I know that somewhere out there there's somebody who's waiting for that, that new word or that, really funny, ironic situation that has popped up here in Dutch Harbor.
Shockley only sees about 10% of the incidents she writes about in person. For the literary creativity evident in the vast majority of her posts, she credits her personal style as well as a few other witty officers.
I don't think there's anybody who wouldn't admit that people do stupid things when they're drunk. And sometimes those stupid things are really funny. And we're the sober officers responding to these scenes. It's very easy for us to see them as being funny.
Speaking of alcohol, Shockley says that it provides for an inordinate amount of her humorous posts, but it also presents a problem.
Drunk is a very, very common factor. I have to work at trying to find other words for drunk and drunken.
Shockley has a well-worn thesaurus for these types of things.
Well, I use intoxicated, inebriated, drunk, and drunken on a very regular basis. Occasionally get the opportunity to use dipsomaniac if it's appropriate.
Shockley's literary police speak prowess is known around the world, thanks in part to the television show The Deadliest Catch and a Los Angeles Times article that ran back in 2009. But she's also popular at home.
What that does is I think it really puts a really human, fun face to a community that is known as just, the hardworking, Deadliest Catch boat place.
Shockley has a lot of latitude from her boss, and it doesn't hurt when the mayor is one of your biggest fans.
Jennifer Shockley, she's got a great sense of humor, and I think she's a frustrated writer from way back.
Shockley's background as a wildlife biologist serves her well when writing about the belligerent bald eagles, but not so much with vampires.
We've had 2 people who have claimed to be vampires here in the last 5 years, so.
Shockley's wit isn't limited to her writing.
This is a good place for vampires, though, with all the darkness in the winter. That more hours for them to operate.
Aside from drunkenness or perhaps vampirism, how do you stay off the famous Bering Sea blotter?
Don't urinate in public. That's just about guaranteed to get you in the blotter.
For Assignment Alaska with photographer Eric Soule, Tim Akamoff, Channel 2 News.